Dr. Porter, and today I'm going to talk about I'm going to show you how to make your own eye drops with Manuka honey, which is amazing for the eye health. It helps with dry eyes and a lot of eye conditions. And of course, check with your healthcare provider before, making and putting these in your eyes. Okay, so the idea is that we're going to use Manuka honey, and Manuka is a plant that the bees pollinate to make the honey, and it's full of something called methylglyoxal, or MGO factor, or some people call it a K factor. This one is a K factor of 16, meaning that that's how many particles of the methylglyoxal is in this. And so this is a pretty high concentrated one, and that gives it antimicrobial properties, where a 16 then would be stronger antimicrobial than if there was like a factor 10. So that's what we have as a factor 16. Always get honey in glass, never get it in plastic, because they pour the honey in the plastic when it's super hot, and that's going to pull plastic into the honey. Anywhere from equal parts of honey to solution. So I'm using just contact solution because I know this is safe for my eyes. You can also use distilled water because it's taken out all the minerals. And you want to just make sure if you're using that your containers are clean and sterile and all of that. And it is best made fresh each day that you're going to use it. Because it does have a tendency to mold easily, and that would be obviously the opposite of what we want to put into our eyes. So you could do anywhere from equal parts to a very dilute would be 5 parts of solution to 1 part honey. And if you know me, you know right now that I'm going to eyeball this. We're going to put in the eyes. Okay, no, that's a bad joke. Okay, that's awful. It's awful. Anyway, so I'm just going to go ahead, and you can maybe zoom in here and just see the solution that's in there, and just keep the camera on there. And we're going to put in some honey. And I'm actually going to do a little bit less. And you can see I love this Manuka honey because it's actually really easy to work with. Keep working it. And eventually the honey will get all dissolved into this. Some people believe that the way you stir imparts energy into something that you're doing, just to sound weird for a minute while this is getting put into solution. Some people believe if you go clockwise, it's when you're trying, like baking, you're trying to put love into something, you go clockwise. And if you're trying to take something out, like these are going to take out any infection and take out any redness, and then we're going to go counterclockwise. And that really is just an idea for fun. Okay. Well, you want to make sure all the particles are dissolved before you use it. So we're just going to finish that there. And just for now, for the sake of time, we're just going to pretend that all of those are dissolved. They are. Okay. So then what I've done is I've actually just taken a syringe that I had here that was clean, sterile actually. But you can put this in a sterile dropper bottle as well and then use that. But again, maybe only make enough for the day, and then you can put this in your eyes like 3 or 4 times a day. So I'm going to show you now. This was from one that I just made earlier. And then I'm going to show you. You can just put a couple drops in your eye. That was a lot of drops. So anywhere from 1 to a lot of drops is fine. You're just going to wipe off the excess and just be a little bit sweet afterwards. That's fine. And that's that. And it does sting mildly. So depending on the strength or the solution, if it stings too much, you can just dilute it a little bit more. So the one I made earlier was much more, was less dilute, definitely stung more. And then this one actually didn't sting at all. That's it for me. Bye.